Hello everyone, welcome back to the show. Today we are talking about health.
The Something Else Podcast.
So yes, we are talking about health. Because I have a story for you. Now I am a 34-year-old man. I feel about 78. But I thought I was relatively healthy. I know I don't really get anxiety. But I do get stressed out. And generally my manifest is very physically. And over the last few months, I've really dropped down in health. Like I've been having back problems. Turns out it's nothing to do what I originally thought it was. And after seeing a physio, they're like, yeah, it's just this, just that. Basically, my back's been knackered, right? And it's because I'm not active enough. But the problems were, I was getting lots of problems that were very much linked, to nerve damage or trapped nerves. But it turns out the reason that's happening is because I've been not completely immobile, but I've not been moving the correct way or this, that. Basically, the muscles in my back and some in the front, like in my core, that work together, they've basically just not done anything. So, yeah, I've got to get back into the gym sort of thing. I've got to get back in check. But that's not the main thing. I've been getting excruciating headaches. Like, this is over the last, 8 weeks. Definitely not related to my job. But I've been getting like almost migraines daily. My neck hurts. I'm nauseous. My heart rate's through the roof, and it felt like my pulse in my head was trying to kick through. And I went to the pharmacy to collect some meds, and you can have a free blood pressure check. I was like, yeah, all right. And then shit, it's pretty high. I didn't say shit. That'd be awesome if they did. But long story short, I had to wear a blood pressure monitor thing for a week, and it came back saying, yeah, you need meds. So I've changed my diet a little bit because I'm a creature of habit. Like, I love a cup of tea. I just polished one now, actually. But a long story short, I went back to the doctors and like, yeah, you've got to go on blood pressure meds. I was like, I'm 34. What the hell, man? Like, my bloods came back fine. I'm really fucking healthy. I've got a bit of a belly on me, but I put that down to dad bod. But yeah, apparently I've got high blood pressure. And I do think it's down to my job, to be honest. I work with children, and I don't get the 6 weeks off, so you can't heckle me on that one. But it's been brutal, to be honest. And management could be better. Let's just say that management could be way better. And it's just been horrible, to be completely honest. Been bloody horrible. Hence why I'm getting a new job. Fuck yeah. But it just really made me think about things like, for instance, I've had a couple of days off because I've been so friggin' ill that I genuinely, I couldn't function. I've sat on the spot, I didn't even sit down. I lay on the sofa and slept. And it's honestly, it's been awful. But it really got me thinking about health. Because like I said, I'm 34, a father of two, got a beautiful wife, a lovely home. I've got everything I could ever want, except my health is deteriorating. And I'm pretty sure I've got bits of ADHD, maybe a bit of autism, I don't know. I've definitely got traits of ADHD. But I've always found that I'm happiest when I'm doing the things I like. Now, this is going to sound mean, but I used to look forward to my weekends. Because I'd go to work, come back, and then I know I've got at least 2 days where I can just do what I want. Now, right now, we're in my garage, my workshop area. I do woodwork in here. I do my YouTube videos in here. I've recently got back into a RC, and so I've got my RC cars. I've got Dragon Ball behind me. And it really made me think about everything. I was like, I put so much time and effort into my job, and it stresses me out. And I was like, you know what, no more. And right now I'm not 100%. My sternum, I get something called costochondritis, I think it's called, where your sternum inflames. My head's banging right now, but I was like, I want to get this video out. And it just really got me thinking about health. And I think nowadays, especially with my generation, millennials, we're in that weird thing where it's like, our parents have taught us to just fucking soldier on. But then we're now looking at it as if I don't need to do that. So I find the millennials are in that weird shift where we want to prove a point, but we're also fucking just fed up. So it's like we're the middle generation. We're the generation that we've seen it on both sides. And I was just thinking about some of my mates. I'm like, man, they're doing so good. Like, I'm doing great. Like, physically, I'm fucked. But it got me thinking about health in general. I was like, I really need to, like, just get in touch. And what I want to do this little podcast about was, well, show even, was just to read your body. Now, I go through a phase where because I love watches, right? I love watches. Currently, I'm wearing my Laura Sports. This is like a glow-in-the-dark expedition style watch. But it really got me thinking about, I don't know why I just promoted the fucking watch, but it got me thinking about things I do. And I was like, sometimes I go through smartwatches so I can, track how many steps I do, how many calories I burn. And after a while, I'm like, I don't fucking care. Because the best indication of how good you feel is your own body. Now, I don't listen to mine. Hence why I've had like a couple of days off, because it got to the point where I couldn't work. I was done. And it really just highlights everything for me that if we don't listen to our bodies are just going to go, you know what, not today. And then you're going to have something go wrong. And I think at the moment, that's what's happening with I'm so caught up. I'm not necessarily trying to impress people, but I'm so caught up trying to prove to myself, like, yeah, I can do that. So I just don't listen to my body. And now I'm on bloody painkillers. I'm on... I've got to go and collect them in a bit, actually. My new meds for my blood pressure. I'm asthmatic. Oh, dude. Yeah, I can't win. Genuinely can't win. So I'm now trying to work out the best thing to do. Like I said, I am happiest when I'm in this room. I love my kids. But when I come home after playing with lots of bloody children for my job, I don't want to come home and play fucking games. I just want to do what I want to do. I want to do man things. I want to go and saw some wood and build a shed or something, or play with my cars, or play guitar. And I've got a lot of things to do, and I think my biggest problem is I wear myself out way too quick. So, like, I play in a band, potentially 2 bands, and I mean, I really go for it. I'm the singer and bassist, so I get knackered quick. I like to do woodwork and stuff around the house, so I'm doing a lot of physicality there. And because I don't stop, I'm always doing something, I think I just wear myself out. So when I go to work, I'm not refreshed. And obviously, work should take more importance because that's my sole income, you know what I mean? And I think after a while, when you don't like your job, you don't care. And I do long days. Obviously, I don't do like 12-hour shifts, but I do 10-hour shifts. And if you work with children, even 4 hours is horrible. And it just really got me thinking about, what do I need to do? And it got me thinking, I need to quit some of the stuff I'm doing and focus on me, as dumb as that sounds. So, like, with this podcast, I used to upload every couple of weeks, I believe it was, like, years ago. And as the time's got on, I've just become more and more laxed with it, really. I don't really upload on it. At least not once every couple of weeks. I'm lucky if I do once a month. And the aim was just to keep recording so I can get people on and everything. I think most of my stuff starts off with really good intentions of doing it for me. And then I'm like, oh, I could possibly make money out of this. If I could, that would be awesome. It's like with my main YouTube channel. I'd love to make money out of that. But it's the time. And when I come home from work, it's normally about 6:30. And where my garage is, like, above me is where my children sleep. So I can't do a whole lot at night time. Definitely can't do any woodwork. Can't really do guitar. I mean, I can do guitar because I can just plug it into my computer. But it was just, you're like, what do I need to do? And my wife tells me all the time, you need to rest, you need to chill. But I think I'm still in that mind frame from when I was a kid, like, I don't have much time left. I need to do something now. So, yeah, it's a weird one, really, trying to look after yourself. It's like I'm cutting out sugar. I do love my tea. So I'm trying to cut down on sugar in there because I can drink loads of tea in a day. And when you actually... I did it once where I was pouring the sugar into like some scales to see how much it was. And I was like, damn, I'm having a lot of sugar there. Food-wise, I don't do too bad, but I do love my sugar. I like fizzy drinks. I like my tea. So I was like, I need to find a better way to do it. So I'm trying to eat more fruits to get natural sugars. Definitely improving my intake of like vegetables and greens and stuff. But my problem is as well, I like to eat. Man, I can eat. And obviously eating lots of food, like my portion sizes are stupid. So I have become more aware of, I guess I don't like to admit it, but calorie intake. And generally the size, like, isn't in Japan where they do the 80% thing? Like you eat until you're about 80% full. Yeah, I eat until I physically can't eat no more. Man, I love food. Absolutely. I should be way big. But then I realised, like, I'm not fat. Like, I'm quite average in build, but I've got a gut on me. And I think it's down to stress. And sometimes, you know, if you're stressed, you like to have a bit of a nibble because you like that quick fix. Now I'm trying to focus when I need that fix, I'm trying to focus it into something like doing a podcast or, you know, having a look at one of my cars, playing the guitar. I'm trying to use it as a creative output. It's like when I get like so fucking wound up, I could smash something. I get the guitar and play it because I know it'll calm me down and it might encourage me to be a bit more productive. So I guess what I'm trying to say is listen to your fucking body. And don't Google your symptoms. Good God, don't Google. Oh no, please don't do that. Like if I have to do that, I'll go into the NHS website. For instance, in the UK, we have NHS, right? And I will always use the NHS because it's not written by someone who thinks they know what they're talking about. Like you see all the time on like TikTok, it's like, hi, I'm a doctor and I've been doing this for this many years. And that started off American and went English. And then someone like, yeah, that's not real. I'm actually a whatever, and that's wrong. And you're like, okay, I won't listen to you. But it's just crazy. Like, I think in my head, I'm still, excuse me, I'm still like that 10-year-old where physically I'm like, I'm not nowhere near it anymore. And it just goes to show, like, you've just got to be careful, really. You've got to be really careful. Like I said, listen to your body. And I think the more I listen to mine now, the more my body's saying, thanks, Ben. You're actually looking after me. So really, I just want to say, look after your fucking selves. That's going to conclude this episode because, quite frankly, I need to go lie down. Have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye.